So Waves backpedals. They all of a sudden find empathy for their customers. And they decide all of a sudden maybe they should listen. You know what? I think it's too late. Hello, everybody. This is Barry Johns here. I want to thank you and welcome you back to another edition of Studio Talk. You know, the way corporations behave today never ceases to amaze me. You know, this recent move by Waves was clearly by anyone who had any degree of common sense, which obviously the overwhelming majority of us have common sense, knows that this was simply a money grab. It was greed, greed, greed. And so there's different ways at looking at the fact that they've backpedaled on all of this. You know, did my video have an impact on that? I'm sure it did. But you all know I'm not the only one who did that. All you had to do is go into various forums throughout the internet, and the ire was consistent. You know, I've got several hundred videos on my channel. And I'm very pleased to say that I tend to get a lot of comments on my channel, a lot of interaction between my viewers. You know, some of the times agreeing with me, some of the times disagreeing with me, but I think that's all healthy, you know, as long as it remains constructive. But this was the only video I've ever done where literally 100% of the comments were all in unity in complete and utter disgust at this move by Waves. The first thing that comes to my mind is that, you know, try to give the benefit of the doubt. Are they truly, genuinely that out of touch with the needs and the desires of the people who buy their products? Are they that out of touch? I mean, part of me wants to say, they were blindsided by this. And then another part of me says, are you freaking stupid? I mean, seriously, do you have a lick of common sense? How in the world did you not see this problematic? Have you ever spent 5 minutes surfing the web and getting feedback from people regarding subscriptions in general? I mean, if there's any one thing I have learned by analyzing comments in my videos, and I'm just this little simple YouTuber, you know, making videos out of his home studio here, trying to share the knowledge that I've gained over 40 years of doing this, okay? And it's evident to me, people do not like subscriptions. They don't like them, okay? You know, I think these companies, you know, Avid did the same thing. Avid is the most greedy company on the planet, and they screw over their customers right and left and sucker all these young people into believing that they need this digital audio workstation that, quite frankly, is no better than any other, quite frankly, lagging behind in so many ways. Whew. And then yet you see a company like Waves, who has the same historical tradition of Avid. And for the record, I spent 30 years in the Pro Tools TDM/HDX world, and I was a massive supporter of it. I go back to the early days back in the 90s with this, okay? And so I've been doing that a long time, and I love Pro Tools, and it was hard to leave it. But I simply left out of just my own sheer frustration that I'm not going to support a company that greedy. And then comes Waves and they do this nonsense here. You know, here's one thing that I've learned quite quickly. Waves, it's too late. You have burnt that bridge. It is over. It's done with. Everyone sees your play. You know, your ridiculous excuse, okay, for backpedaling on this. Everybody saw right through it, including this guy right here. It's almost like when you've got a partner, it doesn't matter whether you're male, female, none of those things, when you've got a partner that cheats on you, right? And it doesn't matter how many excuses and how many apologies they give, the odds of you forgiving that person is slim to freaking none. And Waves, that's where you are at with your customers. You milked every single penny out of them to the last second. You gave zero advance notice you were doing this, and you pulled the feet out from underneath them, giving the big old, that's what you did to your customers. Okay? Now, I'm not normally like this. I don't normally get this all riled up, but I am freaking pissed when I see a corporation do this. And I only hope that this insignificant guy right here just made one little bit of a difference in helping turn this around, forcing you to have to do the right thing. It is pathetic. But those of you watching this video right now, if there's anything you should have learned, and I certainly have learned, is that when we're united, we have power. We have power when we're united, because there is so much great competition out there to Waves right now. And any of you who would consider going to Waves right now, I'm not so sure that I can understand where your head is at, okay? Even if they made the greatest plugins in the world right now, I wouldn't. But let's face it, they've got some gems in their portfolio. I will acknowledge that, okay? There's a couple of them that I use in every one of my videos on my voice, and they do a fantastic job, and I'm very pleased to use them. However, you've got amazing companies out there that do amazing work and make incredible plugins that make Waves look like a little child, okay? So I encourage you, spend your money with companies that truly care about you. And those that don't, kick them to the curb. Don't do business with them, okay? We've learned that we have power in our voices. So when this kind of nonsense happens, okay, we need to rise up and say enough of this BS. We're not doing it anymore. If you like the things I talk about on this channel, do me a favor, subscribe to the channel. I don't really care about subscribing right now. I could care less about growing my channel right now. I just want to get this off my chest, okay? Leave me some comments down below. Tell me what you think. If you disagree with me, it's fine. Let's know that. If you agree with me, let's let Waves know again exactly where they're at, all right? But until next time, okay? Waves, I don't hope you have a good day, because you don't deserve to have a good day, but the rest of you, genuinely, from the bottom of my heart, have a great day. Bye-bye.